You're listening to Gamers Digest, a podcast where your hosts put the controllers down just long enough to talk about gaming news, rumors, and anything else they can think of. Here are your hosts, Spider-One and Mr. Factastic.
Looks good.
Does look good.
Alright. Let's get things rolling. We are Gamers Digest. You probably, if you're tuning in, you're late. We actually did a live stream earlier.
We were playing quite a few bit of games there.
Yeah.
Eggman Soccer.
Yeah, that was pretty good. My favorite was NBA Jam.
NBA, that was pretty fun.
That's about as close as me as a white guy can get to being good at basketball. Contra 3.
We
were bad at that.
Yeah, we were.
We didn't play that for very long.
We beat the Turtle, though.
We did beat the Turtle.
What else did we play? We played another game.
Smash
TV.
Smash TV. Yeah, we played Smash TV for a while.
We played Maximum Carnage, but it was only one player. We thought it was two.
We didn't play it for very long.
That was Separation Anxiety. That was 2 players.
Right.
Yeah. So.
A lot of old school. We'll probably be doing that from the future, so be here about half an hour, sometimes an hour early, and we'll do some old school games. Mix it up, maybe some Genesis, Super Nintendo, N64. Whatever we feel like playing.
So did you have both consoles when you were younger? The Genesis and SNES?
Yes and no. My parents were separated, so what ended up happening is my dad lived in Maryland, my mom lived in New Mexico. So one year I moved out to my mom's, and before that I had Genesis, but I didn't bring it with me. So when I was out there as like a late birthday present, Christmas present, whatever, my dad bought me Super Nintendo.
Okay.
So I did end up having both. I actually still have both. Super Nintendo's in the back room now, and Genesis is actually at my dad's house. He still plays that pretty regularly.
Oh man.
So.
See, I mostly had the Genesis, and we had another friend, our neighbor. Mm-hmm. They had the Super Nintendo, so we just like go next door. Now we just play online.
Yeah.
We just play online now.
That's pretty much how it was with the future generations. Like, I had N64 for a long time, and then I guess PlayStation came out, and then I got that, but I never had Sega Saturn. I never had a Dreamcast. Stuff like that. So
yeah, I did. I think we ended up getting them all. I think when which one came out? I know I got Dreamcast late.
Yeah.
I remember I skipped Dreamcast and got it late. I got a yard sale, really good deal. I'm gonna bring up one of those games later on in the show, but we'll get to it.
Okay. Well, let's get a little more recent. What major games have you played this week?
Major games. Well,
current games.
Current game. Battlefield 3, obviously. Armored Kill. The expansion came out yesterday. It's DLC. I know that's DLC, and I challenge anybody out there to.
Well, it might not be DLC anymore.
Oh. You're right. Yeah, and the news story. Yeah, but I played a little bit of Armored Kill. It's really cool. It's a little bit frustrating because people aren't playing their classes correctly, but eventually
stupid noobs.
Yeah, stupid noobs. Eventually, once the more seasoned players start getting out there, they'll start playing the game right, and the balance of each of the matches will get a little bit better. I played a little bit of Morrowind, your old Morrowind. I wanted to see if it was backwards compatible on my 360, and it was. So
That's pretty cool.
I played through that for a little bit. I created a new character and everything, and it was... The Elder Scrolls game has come a very long way.
Yes, it has.
From Morrowind to Skyrim.
Morrowind didn't hold your hand at all. It was pretty much like...
Yep. Here you go. Have fun.
Yeah.
Oh, make sure you're... And I was a little weirded out by the whole reading part. I was like, man, the characters aren't going to talk to me. They aren't going to tell me anything. I got to read. I don't feel like.
And there was a lot of.
There was a lot of text. So.
Like each person's like a book.
Yeah. So I got tired of that. I played the demo to Mark and the Ninja, which we'll bring up again later in the show.
We've played so many games that we've reviewed everything. Pretty much in our backs, that we care to review, so we're going to start mixing in some previews.
Yeah.
So I'm going to do a review this week. You're going to do a preview.
Yeah, I'm going to do a preview.
And we may do that going forward. We may do 1-and-1. We may do...
Yeah, because we're not rich gamers, and we don't have,
we're the opposite.
Yeah, we're the cheap-ass gamers.
Yeah,
and,
exactly.
So
I don't know if that's trademarked. We're the poor-ass gamers.
We're the poor-ass gamers. There was something else I wanted to say, but I totally forgot it. I hear laughter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's okay.
It's just an echo. It's just an echo.
Right. Well, there's a website called Cheap Ass Gamers. So And they do a podcast called the Cheap Ass Gamer Podcast.
Oh, they do?
Uh-huh.
Do they give you like deals and stuff?
I don't know if they give you deals, but
Or
they
tell you about deals of...
It's almost a rival podcast.
Yeah, we'll catch up to them.
Yeah.
We played a little bit of Double Dragon yesterday, didn't we?
Double Dragon Neon, it released.
That was like a
yesterday.
really good game, wasn't it?
It was entertaining. Maybe not for everyone in the room.
Yeah, maybe not for everybody in the room, but that was a very high-quality game.
When I started it again today, I never realized that at the beginning it's like partial nudity.
Oh, really?
I completely missed that. I guess the girls are wearing just not enough to be classified as partial nudity. So
Dead or Alive 5 is coming out.
Partial nudity.
Yeah, exactly, because I was weirded out by how it was rated M for mature.
Yeah. That was actually, I think there was some other reason that was rated M. I think it's more the violence than the outfits.
Wow.
So
must be that ninja character.
Yeah.
Ninja Gaiden dude.
Yeah, could be. But yeah, we played Double Dragon. That was fun.
It was fun. I can't wait to finish it.
Yeah, it's hard. Like I tried it single player today, and it's a lot harder single player. There's a lot less room for error. I guess we'll just jump into what I played. Double Dragon. Darksiders 2, I did jump into that. I'm not real far. I finished the first dungeon, got some items, listened to some people talk, listened to my wife complain about people talk.
That wasn't Walking Dead either.
Yeah, she was like, this is stupid. This is nowhere near the cinematic quality of Walking Dead. I was like, well, they can't all be Walking Dead.
Mm-hmm.
You got to have the Darksiders 2 to compare it to the Walking Dead. Unfortunately, did not play Walking Dead episode 4 because it's not out.
Yeah, and it's funny how they didn't even like mention anything about when episode 4 is going to come out.
Nope.
Which I thought was pretty funny. Usually whenever the game, once an episode comes out, they give you an inkling of when it'll come out. But they've been progressively getting a lot later than they said it would come out. So this time they kept quiet.
My expert prediction is probably October, and then the last episode will drop for Christmas.
That would be nice if they get it all out by the end of this year.
Well, they said they wanted to start working on season 2 next year.
Exactly.
So. And then I did some Counter-Strike 2, World of Warcraft, Guild Wars 2, all the normal stuff. But the other big one I played this week was Tony Hawk's Pro Skater HD remake. A lot of remakes.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I have that on the 360.
Yeah, it's really solid. I'll go more into that because that's actually going to be my review because I did put a good amount of time into it. So, cat attacking you?
Cat attacking the wall there.
All right, well, I guess what's up next? We got some quick news?
Quick news.
I got some new stuff here that you made, so let's use that. Oh, look at that.
Oh, look what that says. It says quick news.
Quick news. This is our 19th show. We did promise you some big stuff for the 20th show, so some stuff might change next week. But
yeah,
roll it out gradually.
Yeah, we're rolling it. You know, this is what's the word? Or the right word for like
the soft launch, the beta test.
Yeah, beta.
We're
beta testing it out.
Right.
Okay.
There you go. All right. Well, I guess I'll do the first one since it's more up my alley. Activision Blizzard's actually still being considered for sale. Being poor-ass gamers, I don't think we're going to buy it for the $6.7 billion.
Yeah, we don't have billions, no.
No, but it's interesting to see that they're still trying to sell a company that big. You'd think they'd kind of give up because there's only like 4 or 5 buyers.
How many months has it been since this story's been out? Like
probably
2 or 3 months?
Yeah, probably about 3 months.
So, whatever. G4 TV is going less geeky and trying to rebrand to a GQ look, you know, to bring in more than just the geeky guys. So I'm thinking more it's trying to change to be something more like a Spike TV.
Yeah, from what I read, I think it's going to be more or less like a step above that, like more highbrow than Spike TV. So they want to get away from that. And the sad part is that's always been like their culture, like that.
Yeah.
I think they're like turning the back on their core audience. It'd be like Fox being like, we're not going to air animated TV shows on Sunday anymore. We're cutting it all out, and we're going to air Bridezillas.
Yeah, that's weird. Or Fox News suddenly becoming more liberal.
Yeah.
That would be really weird.
I don't worry about that. As a gaming podcast, I try not to get political, but that is never going to happen.
Yeah.
So, all right. Well, I did play Darksiders 2, so I had to throw this in there. Darksiders 2 actually led the charge for game sales in August, with Super Mario Brothers 2 for the DS and Kingdom Hearts 3D next. So, that's THQ finally sold a game.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
That's pretty good.
We always beat on THQ, so it's good to see that.
That's a small little victory for them. The next story is Xbox 720 could be delayed due to processor malfunction. This could be like
early warning signs.
Red ring of death. Let's hope they don't screw this up. But yeah, that's immediately what I thought. Once I heard the first thing about the next Xbox,
you're gonna boot up the Xbox 720. Oh, Gears of War 38. Red ring.
Yeah, you don't want that. You don't want that at all.
All right. Madden 13 sells 1.65 million in 1 week. Blah blah blah. Final Fantasy 13 is getting a 4th iteration called Lightning Returns. We can go more into that, but let's not. It'll
be the last. It'll be the last 13 game, then they can finally move on, which I've been waiting for them to do in a long time.
So last week we talked about a Sony TV, 84-inch 4K resolution TV that we drooled over and said we'd probably never afford. Now we know we'll never afford it.
Yeah. It's how much is it, Curtis?
It is going to cost you a small $25,000. You know how much do you know how much my car cost me? I have a 2008 Dodge Avenger for anybody that wants to car bomb me. But it cost me like $9,000. This car is 2.5 times my car.
Wait, you mean this TV?
This TV, yeah, this TV. This is unreal. Yeah.
So it's like, you own 2 cars or a TV?
Do you own 2.5 cars?
2.5 cars, yeah.
I can own 2 of my cars.
A car and a motorcycle.
Right. Or a car and a shitty car.
Yeah. There you go.
Oh,
you cussed.
Yeah. I know. There's a warning.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah, there's a warning.
What are you, like 12? Mr. throwing out F-bombs during the game.
Well, I mean, we weren't. The mic was off.
That's what I told you.
Farmville 2 is now available, so...
Does anybody still play Farmville?
I hope not.
I still get requests for the first one.
Yeah.
Maybe it's like EverQuest 2.
But when I left Facebook, I'm back on Facebook, everybody. But when I left Facebook, a lot of people were playing Farmville, and so I kind of missed the big brunt of the Farmville attack.
Yeah. So. I can't get behind clicking on cows. I just can't do it. No. StarCraft 2 Heart of the Swarm beta started. That's exciting, but I'm not in it because I'm not nearly good enough.
Yeah. You want to do the next one? I'll do the last one.
Well, I pitched the story last week for the big story last week. Guild Wars 2, you can buy it again. If you haven't bought it, go out and buy it because it's awesome. And now, this one could have been a full story, but you can kind of...
Yeah, elaborate. I mean... As the resident Battlefield player, Battlefield 3 Premium Edition launched yesterday for a regular retail price. It was originally going to be going at $70, but now you can get it for just $60. And basically it's the regular Battlefield 3 game plus the Premium Edition pack that most people have been paying like $50 for. So you're getting like $110 worth of content for a regular price game.
Right.
So
how many weeks ago did you buy Battlefield 3?
Like, I want to say 4 or
Okay,
5.
and how many weeks ago did you buy Premium?
Last week. Or the week before last.
That hurts.
It does. It does hurt. If I would have known, I probably could have waited.
I remember.
But I used store credit, but it still hurt.
Yeah, I remember them announcing it, but, after that, it was...
It was like a sneak attack, because they were like, oh, let's get as much money as we can. And then, oh, hey, it slipped under the radar for me. Like, when you showed me that, I was like, that's a good deal.
Yeah. You're crying in a corner. I agree. I like DayZ better than Battlefield 3, but I haven't really played Battlefield 3 that much. But DayZ's, I'd say, is a lot more different. That's the one I showed you, the zombie shooter Arma 2 mod.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be its own game, so maybe that'll come out, and have $50 worth of DLC.
Yeah, then I'll just wait for it.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's get into the full news.
News and rumors.
It's probably our dog. All right. Well, the first story, I'm gonna sum it up with this.
That's just crazy.
How do you? What? That looks like what are those old things that?
Virtual Boy.
No, not that bad. The little picture things, you know, the picture thing that you used to have, the view coders or the view whatever, you would click it and it would turn and it would, you know what I'm talking about, right?
Oh man, it's on the tip of my tongue. I know what you're talking about though. The little.
The stupid viewfinder thing. That's what it looks like.
Yeah, we're old.
Yeah. Okay, well, what it actually is Valve was talking about how headsets are the wave of the future this week. It's been all over the news. Like, Valve jumps into hardware. They start pushing headsets. They showed off and I may butcher this, it's like Nivis or Nivis headset.
Mm-hmm.
It's not theirs, but they said this is the future of gaming. They said they may not so much, I guess, make the hardware as back it, which that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
But do you ever see yourself sitting around playing games with this thing on?
I think this is just too far.
Gaming has come too far.
Could you imagine your wife coming home and watching the game on this?
I guess I should have had the video on for that one because you got to see me do that move. But you think how bad this is. Like, staring at a computer screen with headphones on blocks out like the whole world. You put stuff over your eyes and it's done.
She would come home, we'd both be sitting there, just like with the thing on our head.
Yeah, exactly.
I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it.
Oh, I think it would be good.
That's where I draw the line. Okay? For you.
For you?
For you.
For my wife?
Yep.
I'm glad somebody's looking out for her. Anyway, I guess you'll stick to the 84-inch, $25,000.
Yeah. When I can afford that,
okay.
I'd rather sit in front of that.
Okay. Well, the other side of the Valve news is they actually tested their TV technology this week, where you can start playing Steam games on your TV. It's called Valve Big Picture.
Big Picture.
You know, working name, whatever. But it's like the beginning of that Steam box.
Steam box, Steam machine.
Steam machine.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
So it's basically you can stream the games to your television, play it off your television.
Right. Yeah, you can download all the Steam games, circumvent, computer technology.
Mm-hmm. So it's kind of like the Ouya, in a sense.
Yeah, I think Ouya is going to be able to do more in the sense that it's open source, it's hackable. Mm-hmm. You can do a lot more.
It's not as proprietary.
Right. Whereas this Steam TV is like you are limited to Steam. It is pretty much like
Sega Channel.
Right. Wow. Did you just say Sega?
I said Sega Channel.
We are going old school.
We are going old school.
Okay, well, what's the next story?
Okay, the next story. The NPD reports that 211 million people play video games.
That's a lot of people.
That's a lot. It's like 2/3 of the American population.
That's impressive.
That is impressive. Now, like, this is a wide range of people who play games. We're talking mobile gamers, people that play games like on their phones. All the Angry Birds people. I go through Walmart and I see Angry Birds T-shirts and stuff. For little kids. So,
right.
The stuffed animals. What else?
Yeah, we went to Target the other day and you were like blown away.
Yeah, I was blown away by all this stuff. I'm like, come on, really?
It's the game that's sweeping the nation, that swept the nation.
Yeah, I mean, there's just a lot. There's just so much to it. But it's actually down 5%, which equals about 12 million people.
I'm glad somebody else did the math for me.
Yeah, it's funny because in the article it said that's like the whole state of Illinois.
Right.
Yeah, I was like, wow, that's a lot of people. And
proving nobody cares about Illinois.
Chicago's in Illinois. where the president's from.
Nobody cares about Illinois.
Abraham Lincoln was born there.
Okay, back to the gaming news.
Okay, so this article, it's like an editorial article.
Right.
And it was the author was wondering where the loss is coming from.
Exactly.
And, it could be, mobile gamers,
How long can you play it?
Exactly. About until I get stuck. So I'd say about
level 3?
I'd say about 15, 20 minutes, and you get tired of it, or your battery dies on your phone. Or you're like, oh, I better stop screwing around. But I liked how the loss is possibly due to these Wii gamers.
Yeah, I did read that. That was interesting, with all the shovelware.
Basically, the Wii... I don't want to sound like a Nintendo basher or anything on this show.
It's okay.
But the Wii...
We can bash whatever we want, as long as we bash unbiasedly.
The Wii is a very overhyped paperweight.
It is a system designed to draw you in and make you think that it's awesome, and then let you down.
Yeah, it really did that.
It's like me as a husband.
This is our funniest show. But yeah, the Wii really let me down. It sat on, when I had a Wii and an Xbox. I remember I had them both at the same time.
Right.
And I got it. I played the Wii. Wii Fit came out. Oh wow! Let me buy this board. Let me play this.
Let me work out while I play video games.
Yeah, let me work out while I play video games. And then I just got bored with it, and it literally sat. I have a friend he got a Wii when it first came out. He still has it, and I swear he's probably touched it. He probably hasn't touched it in the last year and a half. So could you imagine all those people that rushed to go buy the Wii when it was like the hottest thing ever? And what?
Me.
Oh yeah, all the people that rushed to buy the Wii when it first came out, and that was the only thing that they got. So, they probably were gamers back in 2011.
Hey, we finally got Zelda for it. Another Zelda for it.
I didn't even... when was the new... There was a Twilight Princess. I remember getting that game and not even finishing it.
Oh, I finished Twilight Princess.
I didn't even finish it. It was cool, but I didn't even finish it.
I finished the second one, too.
I didn't...
They were good. That was it. I waited what? 5 years for 2 Zelda games.
So do you think the Wii U is going to end up like a paperweight?
I hope not. I want to give Nintendo the benefit of the doubt, but I will definitely not be jumping on it like the other ones.
Nah.
So, but
whatever. It has Zombie U.
Zombie U.
That Wii U Zombie
I
U.
hope that they don't stick with this stupid naming convention of putting U on the end of everything, like they did with the Wii, where they were like me's and we's and we fit and we don't care. Okay.
Mario 64, it's carried along. You know?
Super Mario, Super Metroid, Super Castlevania.
Yeah.
I guess yeah. When you put it that way, they probably will, and I'll just have to deal with it.
Probably.
Imagine if Xbox put like XX in the front and back of each name. It'd be like an online game, like World of Warcraft, where you see Sephiroths and Cloud, XX Cloud, XX running around.
That's how I used to make screen names back in the day.
Yep.
AOL days.
I had this idea the other night for like a museum web page about the history of the internet web pages. Like go through like the beginning of like the crappy web pages, and then like the Angel Fire web pages, and then the beginning of like Flash, and then so on and so forth. GeoCities, stuff like that. I was like, that is an awesome idea. I just gave it away on the show, so somebody's going to steal it.
Somebody's going to steal it.
That's okay. History of the internet.
You heard it here first, folks.
They say we have the same beard. Is that true?
You do?
Do we have the same beard?
I thought I needed to shave.
See, I just don't shave, so it like normally he's more shaven, and you know, it just happened to balance.
Yeah, we're balanced today. Like tomorrow I'll shave.
Right. And tomorrow I won't shave. So
there you go.
I don't know how to segue to this next one. We talked about Steam. There's going to be a whole bunch of new games on Steam because Steam Greenlight, I guess that's what it's called. Steam Greenlight is a program where you can submit a game, and if it gets approved, they'll put it on their Steam store in the full marketplace rather than just the indie section. But the entrance fee is now $100 because people were putting a bunch of crap on there. But then, Steam customers can go and vote on games, and they finally released the first 10 that are going to make it in the marketplace. There's a whole bunch of them. There are a couple of them, big ones that I want to touch on. Project Zomboid is pretty cool. It's like a 2D thing. But the big one is Black Mesa. It is actually a remake of the original Half-Life.
Yeah, I'd be interested in playing this.
So
you got some video?
So you guys don't have to look at us. You can look at the game.
We do look good, though.
Yeah, with the same beard. So, Half-Life 1 came out, almost...
90...
Yeah, it was...
96, maybe?
Maybe not that late.
97?
We sure did our research first.
We probably should have.
But anyway, it's been a long time. Even Source came out in like 2002? 2001?
I don't know.
So this is even an old engine here, but it still looks so much better. It's cool to see that a fan made this.
Yeah, by himself.
It actually got approved, and it's kind of funny that Valve's big Steam store, one of the first games they're gonna focus on is a remake of their original game.
And they didn't have to do any of the work for it.
No.
They just created the property.
And maybe now this will push them to finally give us Half-Life
98. Half-Life came out in 98.
So, wow, that is, if my math is good, 23 years ago?
I was in Germany then.
Yeah. I'm sure my math life, yeah. I'm too busy watching this video. But, yeah, somebody made this completely in the Source engine, so...
It took them a few years, you said, right?
Yeah, they've been working on it for about 3 years in its current iteration, but who knows how many iterations before that it went through. I might actually have to pick this up.
Yeah, I remember back in the day when I used to be more of a PC gamer, and I played Half-Life, I played all the mods, and I remember the level creator where you can go in and the modding tools. I forgot what it was called, but I used to try my hand at making different maps and stuff. So I mean, for the amount of time and patience that it takes to go into something like this, I mean, hats off to the creator. Yeah, it takes a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what else I can really say about that. I mean, that's just cool.
It is cool.
So, Batman agreed. I guess I should do it that way. Can't see me. Batman agrees.
Batman does agree. Master Chief agrees.
Alright, so how do you want to do this next part? Do you want to do your preview first, or do you want to do the discussion topic? Because the discussion topic's probably going to alienate a few people, because it's game-related, but it's not game-related.
I'll take a crack at the preview.
Okay.
I'll take a crack.
Fire it up.
Fire it up. Okay,
Wait. There. I had to change the thing.
Oh, okay. I previewed Mark of the Ninja.
Yep.
It just came out yesterday for the Xbox Live Arcade, and it really slipped under the radar for me. I knew nothing about it. I just saw it on the dashboard when I logged in. And one of the first things that, right off the bat, impressed me about this game was the fact that the cutscenes were actually animated. For an independent developer to make a game that didn't use the motion comics or just the storyboarded type,
the lazy approach.
Yeah, the lazy approach. I was just surprised by this, and it really, immediately off the get-go from hitting the start button, I was impressed. Now, it's kind of weird because there's been a resurgence in the 2D platforming game.
That's because 3D platforming kind of sucks.
It does suck. It does suck. I do like the 2.5D platformers, but this is straight up 2D. There's no 3D. Here you see some gameplay right here. This is basically the opening from the demo. But one of the things that let me backtrack a little bit. The game's Mark of the Ninja. You play as a ninja. In case you didn't know.
Yeah. All right.
The story's kind of flat. You play as ninjas getting revenge for some mercenaries taking over their camp and killing some other ninjas.
Basically every ninja story ever.
Pretty much, Bottom line is, if you piss off a ninja, the ninja's gonna kill you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, that's what this game
We
is
will
about.
get. I mean, they will get you.
They will get you, and you won't see them coming.
Yeah.
That's one of the good points about this game. Light plays a big factor in it. See right here where it's dark. I mean, the graphics are really nice. Don't let the darkness fool you. I mean, it's a big part of the game. You can hide in the shadows. See right here, the guys, like, you can hide behind cover. Sound plays a factor. See the little circle that emanates from your character? That's like the noise that it makes. If that touches an enemy, they will be detected to you.
Oh.
If you gotta stick to the shadows. You can use like throwing stars, take out lights, and the enemies won't be able to see you. And you can see, basically, you see whatever's in the light, and same thing goes with your enemies. I did some further research in the game and like looked at some gameplay videos. Like, there's dogs, so even if you're hiding, they can sniff you out. So I mean, the dynamic to this game is really cool. There's different paths you can choose, like ways you can play the game. You can be straight up ninja, not kill anybody.
Kill everybody.
Yeah, there is a kill everybody, and you can do it. That's like the more of a hunter approach.
Yeah.
And then there's this all-out, like, brutal, like, monster type approach, like kind of like Batman, where you instill fear into your enemies, and you're like stringing them up. No, not like Batman, like Predator.
Predator.
Yeah, Predator.
Nice.
Predator. He strings up enemies like dead bodies and like scare them. I mean, this game was really cool. Definitely in the running to become like Xbox Live Arcade Game of the Year. If it was, it would give what is it? I can't believe I forgot the name. Walking Dead a run for the money for its money if it was available for all platforms. But yeah, pretty good game. Mark of the Ninja.
Yeah, it looks pretty cool.
It's out now, 1,200 Microsoft points.
You think you'll probably pick it up?
If I can get 1,200 Microsoft points.
Yeah, as poor ass gamers.
Yes, as poor ass gamers, that's kind of
that's the hard part.
That's the hard part. I might win some.
All right, well, I guess that's the preview.
That's a preview.
You can't give a score to a preview.
Nah, but if I had to give it a score from what I played and what I've seen, I would, right off the bat, I'd give it an 8.
Wow.
An 8.
That's pretty good.
It's a very solid game. So.
Okay. Well,
yeah.
We'll do I'll do my review next, and then we'll do the discussion topic.
Reviews.
Oh, no.
Technical difficulties.
Nah, that wasn't that bad. That's okay. All right, so my review is actually going to be on Tony Hawk's Pro Skater HD. I guess that's the full name. It's a remake of the original Tony Hawk Pro Skater and the second one.
Mm-hmm. The two best Tony Hawk games.
The two only Tony Hawk games. We don't count the other ones. So, as you see, Tony Hawk is in the game. He's the only skater available. I guess there's some other guys in there, but who else really counts? You know what I was disappointed in?
What?
That I thought about and watching MTV earlier reminded me, Rob Dyrdek isn't in this one, but he was in the first one.
Yeah.
I guess he's too popular now.
Tony Hawk's, they made room for Tony Hawk's son.
Yeah.
What is his name? Riley Hawk or something?
Which is really creepy because he looks exactly like that.
Yeah.
Just with long hair.
Yeah.
It's creepy. But yeah, it's a recreation of Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 and 2. It has levels from both. It uses mechanics from both, actually. The controls are tight, responsive, everything you remember that they used to be. Ollies, all of that. So
it was. I played it too, and it felt really good, nostalgic.
Right.
Like, I was like, wow, they did a really good job. They used the Unreal Engine, didn't they?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they did.
They can do pretty much everything.
Yeah, they can do everything.
Music from the first ones are in there. That's a good touch. They added a couple of new songs, but all the ones you remember, Goldfinger, Superman's in there, Power Man 5000, all those. And the gameplay itself is solid. I mean, it uses the standard 2-minute format where you got to try to collect as much stuff or do as many tricks as you want. We're going to get into some gameplay here, so let's see how bad this guy is. Probably way better than me.
Yeah.
So, but as you see, the core gameplay is still the same. Chain and tricks to get the most points. If you're going for a point score, there is a multiplayer mode, so you can go head-to-head against somebody.
No local multiplayer.
Yeah, it's no local multiplayer. No creative skater either.
Yeah. You want to know something funny about the Xbox version? It takes your avatar and makes that into a character automatically.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
See, I didn't get that in PlayStation.
Oh.
Wow, this guy is really bad.
I remember playing this level over and over and over again, and the best way to get your score really, really, really high is just to grind all the way around the circle.
Yep.
Yeah.
You got to grind on a helicopter to open the secret passage, do all that. So that, you know,
it's Tony Hawk.
Right.
The original Tony Hawk.
If you've ever played the best way I can say to this game is if you've ever played any of the originals, you should probably download this because it's cheap. It's a good recreation, and it puts the new ones to shame.
Oh, yeah.
There are a few downsides. It is a little buggy on the PlayStation version. I don't know about the Xbox version from what you played.
Nah, not too buggy, but...
There was, at one point, I think it's the mall level, that I tried to go down some stairs, and I fell through the level, and every time it would respawn me, it would just make me fall through the level again.
Ooh.
So that pretty much stopped that run dead.
Mm-hmm.
Other small stuff like just weird animations. You know, maybe it's just me being terrible, but there should have been some tricks that I landed that I didn't.
Yeah.
So
skateboard collision detection.
Yes, the physics are a little weird at some points, and like I said, that could be localized to the PlayStation version. The other thing is no local multiplayer. You brought that up. The lack of that is stupid. In this day and age, local multiplayer should be so easy to integrate
into a game. Yeah,
just do it.
Yeah, just put it in there.
I can understand why they don't do it on Xbox, because there's a partnership with Xbox because they want to sell Xbox Live. But PlayStation, it's stupid.
Yeah.
So they should just do it anyway. Ow, that was painful.
Yeah, he would have died.
The other downside is they kind of forgot, like, in their quest to recreate the original games, they forgot some of the innovations that came from like the third and fourth entries of the original series, like the free reign mode, like
like free play mode.
Right. You can do a practice mode, but you can't get any of the collectibles or anything like that. So, and that was kind of the coolest part. At least in the third one, because there was no timer, you could go and explore levels and find hidden stuff.
Yeah.
And it may not have helped your character as much, but it was still cool to see.
Yeah. So,
but that's pretty well, I guess, all the bad stuff I can say about it. If I had to give it a score, I'd probably give it a 7.5 out of 10, which, you know, isn't bad.
No, it isn't bad.
It's like I said, if you've played the first two and you have good memories of it, go check it out. You know, download the demo.
They were the best ones.
Right. So, what would you give it? You played it. Quick review.
Yeah, 7.5 out of 10.
Sounds about right?
Yeah, it sounds about right. I mean, I was really impressed by the graphics. The local multiplayer, that's dumb.
Right.
Yeah.
We always got double tracking for that.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, there is something good about having the local multiplayer there. So,
right.
Yeah, it just sucks when it's not there when it should be.
All right. Well, I thought I had one on here for the discussion topic, but I guess I don't.
Oh.
I know you sent me one, but I guess I just didn't put it on there. Oh well. We will just go with the default.
So yeah, we'll go with the default.
All right, so pitch us what we're gonna blab about.
Today we're gonna talk about video game movies, the good, the bad, and the ugly. So
one really ugly.
Really ugly, yeah. So super ugly.
Super ugly.
So I mean, the reason I thought about bringing this topic up is, you know, last week I was like, I saw a picture, like a little thumbnail. I think I was perusing a Game Facts or something.
Yeah.
And I was like, hey, that character, I mean, that picture looks familiar. The girl dressed up. I was like, it looks familiar.
Are you sure that's the website you were on?
Oh, it was Game Facts. It was Game Facts. Yeah, I just ignored it. You know, went to some other sites. I think I was on IGN looking up some of the news stories and stuff. I was like, wait a minute. There goes that picture again. Wait, it's Silent Hill? And I was like, hey, that looks like the main character of Silent Hill 3, the way she was dressed up and everything. And I thought, oh, this is the new Silent Hill movie. That's going to be coming out, at the end of September or something like that.
End of this month at the end of next month.
Yeah, the end of next month or this month. That movie's coming out, Silent Hill Revelation, and then at the end of this week,
October 25th. There you go.
Okay. At the end of this week is Resident Evil Retribution. I'm like,
woo!
I haven't even seen any Resident Evil past I think the third one. I have seen the third one.
I haven't seen anything past the second one.
Yeah, I mean, and this is gonna be...
No, wait, I did see the third one's the one where they're in the desert, right?
Yep.
Okay, so
Extinction.
I did see the third one.
Yeah. This is the 6th Resident Evil movie.
Is it really?
I think so.
Wow.
Yeah, Extinction, 5th or 6th. It's pretty bad. What are we... it's horrible. It's horrible. I mean, that's why I was like, we should probably bring this up.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, what are they going to stop? You know, I mean, there was
as long as they're making money, no.
I mean, maybe they're making the movies for really dirt cheap or something. Paul Anderson's pushing this, the 3D stuff a lot.
Yeah.
Like the last couple Resident Evil movies have had all that 3D, but I mean, this is like too much.
Yeah.
And it's funny because in our list for the good movies, Paul Anderson is involved with Resident Evil 1, the first Resident Evil movie. Okay, as a Resident Evil fan, I will say, I went to, when the movie came out, I was skeptical because I read, George Romero was supposed to direct it. I read his script. I'm like, okay, it's kind of like the movie, or it's kind of like the game, but it's not. And then Paul Anderson just totally took Resident Evil and just flipped it upside down. I mean, we see what the series has turned into.
Yeah.
His series has turned into. But, I went to the movies. I watched Resident Evil, the first one, and I was like, okay, it is a good zombie movie, but it's not a good Resident Evil movie.
I can see that. I put it on the good list because it's the best out of all.
Oh, yeah, it's the best out of all.
And two, it's the closest to the roots. Think of the rest of them, and you can't argue that it's closest to the roots. It's Resident Evil 5. It's close to Resident Evil 5.
Okay, yeah, I'll give you that one. I'll give you that. Yeah, it's close to Resident Evil 5. Mortal Kombat. Paul Anderson. He directed that one. That was the first Mortal Kombat was a good movie. Then they followed it up with something really crappy, but
wow, there's your list right there.
Wow.
5. This is the fifth.
This is the 5th one. Oh my goodness. This is just too much.
Somebody is on Wikipedia hardcore.
Thank you, whoever you are. Thank you so much.
I'm pretty sure that's Kyle.
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
Oh, we have more than one viewer.
Yeah.
Two viewers.
We typically have more than one viewer. It's just nobody talks in chat.
Oh.
And now people are talking.
Keep talking, everybody. Keep talking.
So we don't have to. No, wait. We want to.
We kind of need to do that.
Okay, so back to Resident Evil. Well, Resident Evil was okay. We'll talk about that more when we get to the bad. Mortal Kombat 1.
I liked it.
It was alright.
It was funny.
It's campy.
Johnny Cage was awesome.
It doesn't age well, but it wasn't bad. It was an entertaining movie when I saw it when I was like 13.
Yeah.
Enough said.
Silent Hill, you like that one?
The first one.
I like the first. Yeah, I like this first time. It was very true to the game.
It was very true.
It was very true. So I was pleased with it. It didn't fare too well, review wise, but it was an okay video game movie.
Right. Yeah. I think it was underrated.
Yeah, underrated. Same thing with the next one.
The best thing. Yeah. What is the next one?
Final Fantasy Spirits Within.
That's the non-sequential Final Fantasy related movie.
Yeah.
I should point out that all these games we listed in good have scored under 40% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Wow.
These are the good movies. Final Fantasy was the highest. It was at like 48%.
Okay. I saw it again. I watched it again maybe, I want to say a couple months ago on Netflix, and I liked it.
Yeah.
I really like that movie. So, and it still holds up the graphics or whatever.
Right. That was like their we'll get to Super Mario Brothers. Don't worry. So the bad. The bad. The rest of the Resident Evil movies.
Yeah, Mortal Kombat Annihilation.
That's in the ugly. You're skipping a chapter.
Yeah, it is.
That's
okay,
worse.
that's ugly. That is ugly.
That's worse.
Yeah, we'll get to that one.
Doom. I think Doom was cool for the first-person shooter sequence, but the rest of it was stupid.
Yeah, I think I've only seen that once.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can watch it for that one sequence, and that's it. House of the Dead, Dead or Alive, Max Payne, Tomb Raider, Prince of Persia, all money
I didn't even
grabs.
see Prince of Persia.
They build it as like the next Pirates of the Caribbean, but you know, Jake Gyllenhaal is. I'll give him credit.
He's white.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's the first.
He's not Persian.
But he's a decent actor. You know, I know he's eye candy for most of the movies, but he is okay. I will give him that much. There's worse. I'll put it that way. But yes, he didn't fit that role at all. But they did hit on pretty much all the key points for it. The sand. And
yeah, I liked Max Payne. I mean, I wouldn't say it was like a good movie, but yeah, it deserved to be bad, but it was good to watch. It was cool to watch.
That was so untrue to the game.
But it was, I mean, Mila
Mark
Kunis was in
Wahlberg
it.
cannot play conflicted.
But Mila Kunis was in it.
Right, so all I thought of was Meg.
Oh, Meg with a gun?
She was like trying to be badass, and Mila Kunis cannot pull off badass.
She just pull hot ass.
Oh, okay. You want to re-rate these by hot women in them? No.
No. I'm looking at the list again.
Exactly. Even Dead or Alive, that was like the big build, like eye candy movie, and they didn't cast anybody good looking in it.
You know what we're forgetting on here?
What?
Tekken. I haven't seen it.
I haven't either. That's why I didn't put it on.
My brother said it was really bad though. So.
She saw it.
What did you think of Tekken? A hot chick running around with pants showing her butt crack all the time.
That should go in the good.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, so the ugly. Mortal Kombat Annihilation.
Mortal Kombat Annihilation.
It's funny how it flip-flops.
Oh, yeah. I don't know what they...
I think they just tried to... They said, okay, the first one was good. Let's do the same thing as the first one.
Fan service.
Shove everybody in there.
Yeah, there's too much fan service in that movie, and it just ruined it. And for me, it personally ruined it when they killed Johnny Cage right at the beginning.
Well, he dies in the games.
But, I mean, they killed him right at the beginning like that. It was kind of... I mean, they didn't even build up to it.
See, I thought you'd take the other side where they killed it for me when Jax was the stereotypical black guy.
Oh, that me and my brothers watched that movie just for, you know, the hilarity of him being in it. You know, the way he acted and everything.
You dissing me? I mean, no disrespect. That's the line I always remember. And I remember the bad effects at the end. Like the animalities. And, they tried to do too much.
Yeah, they did.
On the flip side, fighting movies, Street Fighter, both of them. The first one I was kind of gonna put it in the good because it's reached that point of infamy where it's funny to watch.
Raul Julia's last movie.
Right. It's just so bad it's funny, but it's
then
a bad movie.
Then the Chun-Li movie.
Yeah.
Oh.
Did you ever see that?
Yeah. I remember we watched it together and we all made fun of it.
That was awful.
And Krista Kruick, she was kind of disappointing in that.
Yeah.
That's the PC word for it. Blood Rain.
Money Grab.
Yeah, Money Grab.
Alone in the Dark. Dungeon Siege. U-Bowl.
I'm surprised we haven't mentioned him yet. He's notorious.
He's like what's that one? He's like Beetlejuice. When you say his name enough, he comes out and ruins something.
Yeah, you say his name enough, he comes out and makes a bad video game movie. Yeah, he's done a lot. He did Rampage. He did what's the movie with the guy in like the island or something? Where he's like killing people and stuff. I forget.
But he did Dungeon Siege.
Yeah, he did that.
Dungeon Siege. Double Dragon, the movie. Did you ever see that?
Yeah. That's with Scott Wolf or something like that, or Scott
that was
something.
bad.
Yeah, it was bad. I played that game.
And the bottom of the barrel.
The very worst.
The very worst.
Super Mario Brothers.
Everybody knows it has to be Super Mario Brothers.
You know, every time I think of that movie, one line comes to mind. It's when Mario's talking to this big black woman, and she's got the bustier or whatever going on. He was like, "My name's Mario. I'm your main man. You ram a dam. You can of spam." I always, this line I always remember.
That was pretty good.
Oh yeah, I mean,
John Leguizamo.
He wasn't. Yeah, he was Luigi.
Yeah, there's actually been interviews with that where like that movie was so bad behind the scenes that they said that they had to take shots in between takes to get through shooting it. Like that awesome. Mario, what's his face? He said that movie is such a pile of.
Oh yeah, he did say it was a pile of.
Yeah, yes. Bob Hoskins. There you go.
Bob Hoskins. Yeah, who just quit acting, by the way.
It probably repercussions from that movie.
It gave him Parkinson's.
It killed his soul. There's like a lot of stuff that's come out since that movie, like how they hired a director and then he dropped, and then a director and then he dropped.
Oh yeah,
and then they hired the husband and wife team who's only directed like butter commercials.
And
at that point, I would have been like, I'm done.
Yeah, the history of that movie was really cool. The research on that.
Ba-bomb.
I like the jumping.
The boots.
The boots, yeah, the boots that made them jump. And then they use the Nintendo bazooka thing at the
end.
Yeah.
The super bazooka.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
Those are cool.
Yeah. But yeah.
Remember the action figures?
I still have one somewhere. I still have Luigi somewhere.
Wow.
If I can find him, he'll be on the show next week.
Okay. We still didn't have the guest show up.
Yeah. Oh. He got a bad rap for a bad ending.
What about some upcoming movies coming out that we might be looking forward to, or that's going to be on the radar? We talked about Metal Gear Solid.
That could be interesting. Devil May Cry. Do you think they'll go with original Dante or emo Dante?
Maybe emo.
Just to stick with
current. Just to stick with current and help sell
Assassin's Creed. That's almost a no-brainer.
Yeah. You want to know something that I noticed? It seems like it would be easier to make a movie out of more current games.
They're more cinematic.
Because games now are more cinematic. Because you can't. I mean, a game about a guy running to a castle, shooting fireballs and stuff. It's kind of hard to make a movie out of that. That's kind of why Super Mario Brothers was so bad.
I bet you could write a Super Mario Brothers movie that is way better than what they put out.
All right, sure.
It's not so much that it couldn't be done. It's just that it was terribly done.
It was terrible.
Oh yeah, we didn't mention the Tomb Raider movies.
We did.
Did we?
Yeah, you mentioned it, but very briefly. Briefly.
Yeah, Tomb Raider.
I think I like the second one. No, the first one better. They're both the same.
Yeah. You're only watching it for, like you said, Angelina Jolie.
Yeah, you're only watching for Angelina Jolie. They might. Do you think they'd ever reboot those movies?
Probably.
They talked about it for a good while.
They'd go with the new one, though.
Yeah, they'd go with the new one. They'd have to. There's also the Halo movie that they never kind of did.
There's a new one now that was on the list, Halo Fall of Reach. So they might do a prequel type movie. So that could be interesting.
Yeah, Halo would be cool. I remember when they tried to get Neil Blomkamp. He's the one who did District 9. He would be. They wanted him to direct the Halo movie, but things fell through.
We're getting a request to redo the list by hot girls. So we'll go back and redo the list by hot girls after this.
Okay, I can do that.
Kane and Lynch, Deus Ex, they both look interesting.
Yeah, Kane and Lynch might be cool because
it's like a heist movie.
Yeah, it's a heist movie, but I think Jamie Foxx is going to be in it or something like that. And yeah, the names attached to that movie seem pretty cool. And I didn't get way into the games, but the games were cool enough to keep me interested, like the gunfights and stuff. So
right. Yeah. Uncharted. That's basically a movie.
Just
port that over.
Basically.
Unless Mark Wahlberg plays Drake, and then.
Well, he is playing Drake.
Oh, you're screwed.
And then there's Wreck-It Ralph I put on there. It's not based on a specific video game, but there's a lot in it. There's a lot in it, and it kind of borrows from a lot of the video games out there. So, and my ideal gaming movie. Everybody knows, well, not everybody, but I'll tell you right now, I have a film background. I like to make movies and stuff. My dream movie to make of all time would be, well, it originally was Metal Gear Solid, but that's already being done. I knew that was going to happen eventually. But Skies of Arcadia for the Dreamcast.
Nobody remembers that game.
Exactly. I would you know what? I meant to grab some like footage or something to give to you to show this game, maybe another time. But it would be an awesome movie to do. You know, it's basically. Let me give you a quick rundown. It's like a pirate video game, but the world that this movie takes place, the pirate ships, they fly in the air, and all the continents are like hanging in the air. And I think it would be an awesome movie to create like visuals and stuff. You know, flying ships, clouds, pirates. It'd be cool.
So it'd be like Waterworld, but in the air.
It'd be like Pirates of the Caribbean, but in the air.
Okay.
With kids.
With kids. Okay.
And kid movies sell.
It'd be like the Goonies.
It'd be like no.
Okay.
No. What's your ideal gaming movie? What game would you like?
I didn't even read this. I just realized you put this on here. So I've been trying to think of it. My ideal gaming movie, Minecraft.
That would be weird.
That'd be hard to write a movie for that.
It would be.
No,
it would be like a machinima.
Yeah, it wouldn't be Minecraft.
World of Warcraft.
They're doing a World of Warcraft movie.
The CG one?
Probably not.
Oh.
There's so much like misinformation on that. No. Let's see. My ideal gaming movie.
I put Kurtz on the spot.
I know. Like I totally was unprepared for this. Looking around the room, looking for any ideas. I'm gonna go with Halo. I would like to see a good Halo movie.
Yeah, and I mean they've been teasing us with all the Halo stuff that they've been doing, like the commercials they've been doing, like for ODST. That was awesome. For Halo 4, they did some really cool stuff. So it'd be really cool to see.
GoldenEye. Yeah.
GoldenEye would be funny.
A movie that was made into a game that was
made into another game, and then it could be made into a movie again.
Right. There you go.
There you go.
Yeah, I'd probably go with Halo.
So are we gonna list this? Are we gonna list these games based on the hot one?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Carl Urban and Doom.
Wait. You think Carl Urban's hotter than The Rock?
Yeah. Rock's just intimidating.
Wouldn't you want that?
No. What are you, gay? Okay. Hot women. Oh man. This is tough.
I mean,
Angelina Jolie would probably be near the top for Tomb Raider.
Well, we might as well just list off the names that really stand out. And I only see 3 of them: Mila Jovovich, Angelina Jolie, and Mila Kunis.
Yeah.
Wait, Kristanna Loken was in Blood Rain.
Right.
So that's about it.
Yeah, that would probably.
I say Angelina Jolie, Mila Kunis, Mila Jovovich, and then Kristanna Loken.
What about the CGI women in Final Fantasy?
They're not real.
Okay. What about Michelle Rodriguez?
She'd be second on my list.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. What about the girl that played Sonya in Mortal Kombat?
She was ugly.
She was in a lot of movies back then.
Yeah.
She was the teacher in Billy Madison.
Really?
Yep, that he was hitting on.
Ah.
Weird.
Very.
There were some girls in Alone in the Dark, but I don't remember who they were.
Yeah. Nameless.
So. Well, I think that'll do it.
I
think we've talked enough tonight.
Sorry, everybody.
Anything in the chat? Any other requests? Anything else before we wrap the show up? I see you're talking about Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. We are a gaming podcast, and they haven't put out a good Ninja Turtles game since '91.
No, they haven't.
The original Turtles games. Turtles in Time is alright. There is a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles box set coming out this Christmas. It's 193 episodes on 23 discs for
the animated?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. What, like Blu-ray?
No, just DVD.
Oh, okay.
It's hard to upconvert that show.
Yeah, true. Very true.
But
hey,
yeah, that's coming out. So pre-order that on Amazon. No, not VHS, DVD. I have VHS. We are actually going to bring them to the party on Saturday, but we didn't have anything to play them.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah. Yeah, I saw.
So,
I remember.
Maybe that's what we'll do next time. Maybe we'll bust out the Nintendo emulator.
We'll stream that.
Laserdisc. We're gonna watch Star Wars on Laserdisc.
That's pretty bad.
Yeah.
At least it doesn't have all the George Lucas's screw ups to the series that he's done.
My favorite is the on Family Guy where they're like, "This is worse than George Lucas's cut," and it's like the sock puppet comes up. He's like, "Hey guys, how are you?" It's totally how it is. Oh, Blade Runner on Laserdisc, yeah. Go old school. Dune. Watch Dune.
You know what? I've seen parts of it.
Mr. Sci-Fi. Have you even read Dune?
No.
Give me your sci-fi license back. I'm taking that alien out of your car.
I read Goosebumps.
Goosebumps. Can't go wrong with the classic.
No. All right, now my chat's working. It's like updating.
Yeah?
Hi, everyone. We should probably tell everybody that they can watch this show.
Yeah, I guess I should wrap things up now.
Yeah.
We're just kind of rambling.
Yeah, we are.
You guys are probably watching us on gamersdigest.me. Check out the website. We've got other reviews, more stuff coming. Gamers Digest 2.0 will be launching soon. Hopefully.
Yeah, we don't want to promise too much.
Assuming GoDaddy does not get hacked again.
Yeah.
It set me back a work day. You can check out our YouTube channel for all our past videos. We also have a Facebook page. You can check out there.
Like us.
Yes, if you haven't
liked us. We have a Twitter, too.
Like us. If we get enough likes, we may do a contest. That's a very early announcement, so don't hold me to that. But otherwise, like I said, we're going to be doing streaming every week before the podcast. We did it an hour today. Typically, we might do maybe an hour, half an hour. But we'll always be doing older games.
Yeah.
Just because it's more fun that way.
Yeah, it is fun. And
we can't afford the HD capture card for PlayStation.
Exactly. Yeah, that would be cool if we could.
So, we got a Nintendo entry next week. We should get everybody together and play like Smash Brothers or Mario Kart or something like that.
Yeah, we played a little bit of Mario Kart. Did we mention that?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what I was just talking about.
Oh. Wait, no.
But
I meant earlier.
Oh, yeah. Oh, way earlier. Yeah, I don't think we mentioned that. Yeah, we might do some Mario 64. Mario Kart 64.
That would be cool.
We should do Mario Party. Because then we can get, like, everybody in on it.
That has, like, all the mini games and stuff.
Yeah. Alright, but yeah, check out all that web stuff. We're still looking for viewer questions. So if you have any questions, game-related, anything, send it to gamersdigestpodcast@gmail.com. You can also send it to our Twitter at Gamers Digest.
Yeah, I should create a graphic for that.
Probably.
Yeah.
2.0. We've got a lot of stuff to do.
There's a graphic for that.
Yeah. iPhone 5 announced today. Yes, you can send us hate mail. I will read it. I will probably cry.
We should have a section where we like read off our hate mail and make fun of the people.
There we go.
That would be funny.
Hate on hate mail. Hater mail.
Yeah. Why does Mr. Fantastic hate the Nintendo? I'm like, well, because it's been sitting on my shelf collecting all that dust.
Yeah, Nintendo. Alright, time to go.
Yeah, we need to go.
Gamers Digest is a Spider-Man Fantastic production. Send your questions to gamersdigestpodcast@gmail.com. Intro music by MF Greth.
Yeah, that was
Any
a good
music by Fapito. Check them both out at
we are.
newgrounds.com.
Yeah. Oh well. Bye, everyone.
Bye.